Yellow flag is out on circuit. Hülkenberg's had an issue. This could be a safety car. Hülkenberg's had an issue. Has he spun out? Safety car is out. The Aston Martin safety car is out. Will we see any pit stops here? The 25-lap rule. Will we see a pit stop here? Turn it into a 3-stop race. I wonder if Hülkenberg got some oversteer on the exit of turn 1. Oh, big crash for Hülkenberg. Big crash. There's styrofoam everywhere. He's hit a brake board. And the right rear tyre is missing on Hülkenberg's car. I wonder if he was battling with Charles Leclerc. How's Leclerc doing? Or did something come off Gasly's car? Something may have come off Gasly's car. Gasly's got a front left puncture, it seems, as well. Something's gone very wrong under the Alpine there. So Gasly will be coming in. Hülkenberg's had a decent crash. Someone is pitting. Is it Sainz pitting? Who's got into the pits? Verstappen's pitted everyone. This is crazy. Verstappen is in the pits. And I have a feeling Nico Hülkenberg may have run over a curb and got a mad bit of oversteer. That would be my hunch. That would be my hunch. We will see. But Verstappen pitting. In fact, everyone pitting apart from Piastri and Lando. Have McLaren messed this up? Verstappen's behind Ocon. So that's gonna... Verstappen would have got a completely free pit stop if it wasn't for Ocon. But I don't think this will matter. Because I think Verstappen will clear Ocon pretty much immediately. So it's not as bad as it looks. But Verstappen basically just got a free pit stop in there. And I think Mercedes double stacked. In fact, plenty of teams double stacked. And when McLaren caught napping. Yes, everyone... We did see basically probably about 16 cars come into the pits. Pretty sure Ferrari double stacked as well. And a lot of people going on to fresh mediums now. Is it because they can go long on mediums now and they can do a soft stint at the end? Does this allow you to do a soft stint at the end, chat? Footy say McLaren of fools. Dark Clouds were a great post. Yeah, that's their class. This is the same situation with Hamilton 2021. All my days. And McLaren didn't split it either. If I was Lando there, I think I may well have pitted. When I saw Verstappen go in, I almost may instinctively have gone like, I'm going to come in. Chat, I don't think this is good news for McLaren. I've got to be honest. I've got to be honest here. So what happened with Hülkenberg? He was behind Gasly, so I wonder if something did come off Gasly's car. Oh, Gasly defended into turn 1. Hülkenberg on the outside. Oh, and Gasly understeered a little bit. And it wasn't actually a massive crash, but I think it took off Hülkenberg's right rear tyre. As Gasly just understeered. Yeah. So Gasly's been in the wars here. Safety car still out. McLaren's not pitting. Now Ocon pits. Ocon pits here. So Ocon, they admit they made a mistake. And that unleashes... This is like Abu Dhabi all over again. This is Abu Dhabi all over again. This is Abu Dhabi Part 2, everyone. This is Abu Dhabi 2025. Yeah, Hülkenberg would be very frustrated there because Hülkenberg was on for a great race. This is Abu Dhabi. So Verstappen is going to be all over the McLarens on restart, and he's just got a completely free stop. No, he hasn't. He's lost out to Lando. He's lost out to Lando. Ocon with a 5-second time penalty. Or did he get that after he'd pitted? So he'll take in the next pit stop. He's decided to give up a position to Lando and get a pit stop in. So if he does 25 laps here... Ooh. Norris saying should have just followed him in if we knew the car red was staying out. Norris saying that they have lost all of their flexibility from the end of the race. hang on a second. What, chat? Someone remind. How is this? Yeah, this is Abu Dhabi. How is this working with the tyre change rule? Because there's only 49 laps to go. This is fantastic news for Verstappen. Is it fantastic news for Verstappen? Because Piastri and Norris have done 8 laps on their tyres. Welcome, Intuition. Good to have you here. Ocon moving before the start signal. Oh, it seemed pretty marginal to me. He got a worse start than Tsunoda somehow, even though he allegedly jumped the start. And Mercedes saved because that Mercedes double stacked it. Oh, it looked a bit like Alonso and Hamilton in 2007, because Kimi was just sat in his box and George Russell was behind him. But why was Kimi sat in the box? Because there was so much traffic in the pit lane. But it looked uncannily like Alonso and Hamilton back in 2007, I have to say. But just because the pit lane was so busy. But it's almost like... It's a bit like if you remember when Bruno Senna was racing in Formula 1. If you look through the visor, it just looked like Ayrton Senna. That just looked exactly like Fernando Alonso parking it in the pits. I think, was it Hungary? With Hamilton behind him. But it was just because the pit lane was so busy. In the end, it hasn't really cost Russell, I think. Well, it may have cost Russell to Hadjar, actually. Constanza, you're by far the best watch F1. Thank you very much. Feel free to share the stream, everyone. While we're on the safety car, share the stream right now. Share it on Facebook, share it on Reddit, share it on YouTube. Just copy the link, just post it. Take 30 seconds saying join us for the watch along. It's a very dramatic race, which it is. So after this pit stop, there are 50 laps left. So everyone needs to pit after exactly another 25 laps. I don't know how it's going to work here now. So Ocon was able to take that 5-second penalty in the pits, by the way, under safety car. Does safety car laps extend us in? I don't know. I don't know. Joseph says they need to pit again except Lewis because it's an obligatory tyre comp. Everyone's got to pit again, but do the McLarens have to pit twice? That's what I'm saying. Do the McLarens have to pit twice and just Max only have to pit once? That's what I'm getting at. Yes, Lars says, McLaren have to pit 2 times, Max only 1 time. If that's correct, McLaren have really botched this up. Lando being told, so Lando, here's the goal. Really good pace until lap 25. Basically, everyone else will be stopping on lap 32. We know that now. I don't know if that's the case because they pitted earlier. Right, safety car's coming in. So Verstappen's going to be on that fresher tyres on the mediums. Is he going to be all over Lando Norris? Let's see. I think Ocon only needs to pit once again. Maybe Ocon played it exactly right by waiting out that 1 lap further and he took his penalty for free. So here we go then. The restart's underway. I'm actually just looking at the standings now. Norris been told to get close to Piastri. Almost like back in the day, they'd be given a signal by McLaren to go at the same time. Looks like Verstappen's still in P3. Cited loves a complicated maths. Do we have any maths PhD people in the chat, by the way? Is it possible for Max doing a 1-stop? You'd have to say yes, considering they ordered the sprint race, which was like 19 laps on the mediums. So... But Verstappen pitted before 50 laps, right? That's the thing. Verstappen pitted before 50 laps. So he's not going to get to lap 25. That would mean he does more than 25 laps in his tyre. Verstappen's already done 3... Oh, I don't know. He's done 3 laps and there's 47 left. I can't do the maths. I can't do the maths. I don't know if it's going to be like a Schumacher situation where he comes into the pits on 25 and goes over the timing line. Where is the Red Bull garage here? Is it before or after the start-finish line? This is insane maths.